Hi guys, it's Fat Petrolhead here, and today we are gonna talk about SUVs, as I see them as the wrong choice for at least 90% of buyers. It's not a secret that today SUVs are becoming more and more popular. However, if we look at exact models that are best sellers in almost any brand, what we can see, it is a two-wheel drive car, and it is something about 2 centimeters higher than the standard saloon car or hatchback. So what would be the potential benefit for those owners who decided to buy an SUV? First of all, they get a car with a higher gravity center and those that is heavier than the standard car. And that means that you get the worse handling and also worse fuel efficiency. You buy this car for more than the standard hatchback, for example, and also if we talk especially about the car with a four-wheel drive system, then you pay more to maintain it. All these factors are very hard to identify as benefits, right? But what you get for it? You get a 2 or 3 centimeters higher car, right? So you can go off-roading or what? But could you imagine those situations where 2 or 3 centimeters really mattered? I'm talking about cars now. And here we came to the point where I can really say that SUV is a smart choice. And this is a very specific situation, because this is when you spend about 15 or 20% of time, I mean the whole mileage of the car, you go through the rough country roads without any asphalt. Then, yes, these 2 centimeters usually give you an opportunity to go on higher speeds. For example, I don't know, going 30 kilometers per hour instead of 20 kilometers per hour. And also you are not so scary about scratching your bumper or something. And that really makes sense. However, talking about the standard usage of an SUV, it is a city life. And I really don't understand why do you need an SUV in the city. If you need an everyday car, the standard hatchback would do everything you need. Even if you need to climb a curb or something like that, if you have a standard hatchback, if it's not kind of a sport line or something, you wouldn't have any problems to climb a curb that is, let's say, suitable for it, for SUV also. If you need more space in your car, then more practical would be a big saloon car or even a wagon, because they would have much more space than a standard SUV. For example, the standard wagon car, something like Ford Mondeo or Volkswagen Passat, they would have much more space inside than, for example, Tiguan. If you need a 7-seater for a big family, then much more comfort you can get from an old-school MPV. And yes, I know it doesn't look cool. However, trust me, you don't look cool in something like Toyota Highlander or Nissan Pathfinder. And my main point here is that I believe that any tool combining a lot of functions in it are worse in real life than the tool made for one purpose. And in 90% of cases that I know, it is really something like that. You need a car for one purpose, like going to work and shopping mall. Also for a big family, but you don't go to any road trips in it or something like that. Maybe you need a proper off-roader, and that's a smart move can be if you need an expedition car or something like that. However, as for SUV, going back to its main purpose, I would say that this is a car when 20% of time you're going not an off-road but just rough road and country road, and 80% of time you need a good and comfortable car to go on the highway, because this is the place where an off-roader would be much worse than an SUV. So, before buying any car, just try to understand what do you need it for, what is the main purpose of the car, what roads are you going to drive in 95% of cases. And just buy the car that is ideal for these 95% of your trips. And then, on the money that you saved on fuel, also buying this car and maintaining this car, you can just rent a car for the special event that you are going to visit or something like that. You can rent a proper off-roader to go on the road trip, I don't know, MPV to go with friends anywhere. So, you just can rent a car for the special occasion. You shouldn't drive a car not comfortable and not really suitable for you, paying more for it in 95% of your days just for 5%. And really, it's not a 5% usually. You need this car as an SUV, let's say 1, 2, 3 days in a year. And that's about 1% or even less. I believe I could explain and support my point with some arguments. And what do you think about SUVs in general? How an idea of the car? Multi-purpose car? Please write in comments. Subscribe for more. We have a lot of tips about buying cars and maintaining cars. Also some non-boring cars are on the channel. And your like would support channel a lot. Thank you and see you soon. Alright, now if you click one of these 2 videos, I hope you will enjoy them as well. Trust me, SUV wouldn't bring you happiness, it is somewhere else.